I'm going to ask you, what can we say is the cost? At what cost has this victory, if we can call it that, come to us? How many men did we lose in this battle?
Of course, it's usual to pay the supreme price. As a military man, we took the oath of allegiance, and I will confidently tell you that it is worth it, because we have not, suffered the casualty that one will say it is quite discouraging if you look at what we have gained. Gaining the 3 states, this level of security that we have in the Northeast now, it is worth it. And specifically to say, except you want to say that how many people have we lost in the whole of the operation, I think that information, I will get it for you in due course.
Okay, well, their families, are they being catered for?
Yes, they are being catered for. I think if you follow up to the last time at the Army headquarters, particularly, even the Air Force families, some of, not all yet to the best of my knowledge, but they have been provided with the benevolence assistance, the immediate need for the family, and all their benefits, in short, particularly for the Army, they have been paid. Except, and it's a daily occurrence. Just in a couple of days, you must have heard that we lost maybe 1 or 2 soldiers, an officer and all. So it's a continuous thing. It is given high priority, the welfare of the families left behind.
What benefits can the widows of those who've died expect?
The first line benefit is, we call it benevolent fund. That is to cushion the shock and all the things that expenditure that will be incurred. My husband is no more there, our dad is no more there. That one is provided. Then we have the welfare insurance scheme that will be paid by the various services. For the Army, we have the Nigerian Army Welfare Insurance Scheme. They will calculate the benefit and pay. Then what we call the disengagement, of course, it will be calculated. What are the benefits entitled to the family? They will pay. Those are the 3 levels.
For those who are still fighting the war, those who are on the war front, what is happening right now with them? Because are we sure that their welfare is being looked after? Only recently we saw videos making the rounds of soldiers saying that they were thirsty, did not have water, supplies weren't coming in as they should. Do we still have complaints like that?
Normally, and as I would say, naturally, you will have complaints. I have been somebody that, I'm somebody that has been in the war front before, in the conflict fronts before. That same area you're talking about. And I know that sometimes, maybe due to logistic reasons, the supply may be distorted for a little while. And it could be blown out of proportion, if ever there is any. But I can tell you that confidently, particularly the Army that is the lead service in that place, a lot is being done to ensure that all the supplies are provided in real good time.
Sometimes we always have to put things in perspective. There is always some historical context to some of these complaints. Agreed, a soldier should have some discipline and should expect some level of discomfort when you're on the war front. But, sometimes it's difficult for them to be able to express themselves when, for instance, ammunition and arms needed to fight are not provided. How does the military get that out?
No, we provide. Let me get you clear. How do we get it out? Like how?
My problem,
yes.
my question is, we have had a situation where, there had been denials as to whether or not the military was not well equipped to fight the Boko Haram insurgency. There were denials at that time. And so, coming from that history now, when we begin to hear soldiers complaining about water and, lack of amenities, there are also questions in that regard.
You see, if you talk about this, that it happened or they happened before July 2015, to some extent, yes. But from December 2015, when the Commander-in-Chief gave the grand strategy directive that to move to the Northeast, and the services moved and established the theater command, and also administratively the Chief of Army Staff particularly, and all the other service chiefs, we are always with the troops in the front. Regular visits. There were times that the Chief of Army Staff would spend close to a month with them, moving from one theater of operation to the other, to have a feel of what they are feeling in the field. Before then, provisioning was his strategy logistically, which he did. That I can assure you that it's been done. Because as I'm talking to you, I was also in touch with my colleagues, even while in the Armed Forces, National Defense College, because I was interested, I was following that operation. And that was what led me to author the Chief of Army Staff strategy. And I can tell you completely that all the things we are provided. Now, let us not forget that there is a tool that can be used by the enemy whenever they are fighting propaganda to fight you psychologically. And with IT now, there is photoshopping, a lot of things that can be done, that can be presented. But as a player, I will tell you that most of these stories are not true. They are enemy propaganda against our forces.